everyone, and welcome. My name is Beth Sedlak, or as some kids call me at Mountain View Elementary, Junior, and Senior High, Coach Beth. I'm also a golf instructor at Glen Oak Country Club in Clark Summit, Pennsylvania, and that's what I'm going to talk to you guys about today, golf. Some of you may or may not have had a chance to go out and play. Hopefully some of you have had a chance to play miniature golf along the way somewhere. But I want to try to work on some of those things so that if you've played before, maybe I could give you some new tips. And if you've never played before, maybe I could give you something that you'd be interested in pursuing later on. So there's a couple things that you might need before we get started today. And if you take a second and maybe have mom or dad look around for you while we warm up, one of the things that I think we're going to need is if you have something like a pool noodle or a small broomstick, if you have a wiffle ball bat, something like that. I'd rather you guys not use real bats inside the house, but if you're going to try this outside, try it outside. The other thing is, instead of using a real ball, take a couple socks. They could be mismatched. They don't have to do anything. They don't have to match colors or anything else, but just take maybe one or two socks and just kind of wrap them up and ball them so they end up being about the size of your fist. We're going to use those as our golf balls today. And the last thing you're going to need is something like a laundry basket. It could be a big one, it could be a small one, but it's something that we can use as a target. So hopefully it won't take too long to get those things together and we'll be ready to play. So let's go. I hope you guys are excited. I am. Let's play some golf.
Okay, everybody. So let's talk about equipment. Right now, you're looking at my golf bag, and these are the clubs that I have. Here's a neat little piece of trivia for you. You're only allowed to carry 14 clubs at any time. You can carry less than that, but you can never go over that number. It's one of the rules. But let's see what's inside the bag, okay? Now, the first thing that everybody knows about, I think a lot of people do, is the driver. The driver is the one that makes the ball go the furthest out of all the clubs in the bag. So that's the one that everybody likes to hit at the driving ranges and make it go super, super far. The next kind of clubs that I have in my bag is called a fairway wood. That's one club down from the driver, so that's going to help you hit the ball far, but not as far as the driver does. The next one I have is what's called a rescue club. It's a little shorter than a fairway club, but it's going to actually still help me get the ball go a little bit further than these guys. These are what's called irons, and you can see I have a lot of them because they're all different lengths and they all go different distances. And as I get closer to the hole, I'm going to change what kind of iron I use to make a better shot to get the ball into the cup. The one club I think that everybody is pretty familiar with is this guy, a putter. Now, hopefully a lot of you have played putt-putt before or miniature golf. How many of you done that? Okay, there's a couple of you. So that's what we're going to focus on today a little bit. We're going to work on our putting and then we're going to work a little bit on our big swing. But first we've got to get warmed up. So everybody get ready to get warmed up and let's go.
Okay guys, so one of the things that we use a lot of in golf is our shoulders. So it's really important to make sure that we get ourselves nice and loose and ready to move. So one of the things that I like to do as far as exercises go is I like to take my arm, start with your left arm, pull it in front of you, and then take your right arm and pull, get that stretch going. You should feel that stretch going right across here. And let's hold that for about 5 more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now, we're going to drop that arm. We're going to do the same thing with this one. We're going to put this arm out to the side here, put it in front of us like this. Take your left arm and then pull it across. And we're going to do that for about 5 more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I want you guys to do that a couple more times. So let's do that again. All right. And let's do this one again. You should really feel that in your shoulder here. Or maybe it's just because Coach Beth hasn't been swinging a golf club in a while. That's probably what it is. All right, shake them out, shake them out. All right, now we're gonna do big circles. I like to do these because it gets everything going. So on the count of 3, let's go as big as you can. We're gonna go hands start this way so that your hands will come this way first. Ready? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now reverse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Whew. All right, shake them out. Shake them out. All right, good. Now, the other thing we're going to use a lot is our hips, okay? So we want to make sure that we get our hips nice and loose too. So what we're going to do are some twists actually, because in the golf swing, we're not going to do a whole lot of running and jumping. But let's just twist our arms and our waist as far as you can around here. So what's happening, see, the front of my body's really not moving too far. I'm trying to get my waist and everything to kind of pull through this way. Let's go around again. Nice. Let's go around again. And now, let's do some singles. Okay? All right, good job. All right. Now we're gonna start on the legs. Okay? So we're gonna separate our feet like this. I wanna get a little bit of bend in the knees. And let's just squat and kind of get down like this. Okay? Here, you're gonna squat, put your elbow on your knee. Okay? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. Now, how many of you guys can do this? How long can you hold your foot and stand with your feet like this? I can't do it very long. So let's see how well you can do. All right, go ahead and get set. Good. I can only do it for about 5 more seconds. All right, let's try the other one. The other one might be tough for me. I'm gonna do it this way. Ready? Go ahead, see if you can make it to 10 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ah, I couldn't do it, could you? I'm sure you did a lot better than I did. All right, keep warming up a little bit, and then let's go down to the next thing. So, now that we've gotten a little warmed up, one of the things that I want to teach you guys about is your shoulders and how to use them. So, does everybody know what an elephant looks like when it's swinging its trunk? Picture that in your head, right? It's kind of like this, right? So everybody, get your elephant trunks going, right? Back and forth, just like this. And then let's put our hands together and try to swing as much as you can, but keep your hands together. See what's happening here? If I keep my head completely straight and my shoulders are going back and forth, that's what I want to do when I start swinging the golf club, especially when I putt. And when I putt, notice that nothing in my lower body is moving. It's all my shoulders. So these elephant trunks are going to swing back and forth. And as you start to use different clubs in your bag, your elephant trunks are going to get bigger and longer and wider, okay? But you're not going to move a whole lot of your body to do it. So we're just going to kind of keep that lower body pretty quiet, hands together. And when we start to putt, which I have my putter right here, we're gonna putt and just use that motion back and forth. See? I've got elephant arms and hands on the putter. Perfect. Good elephants. You guys are a good herd. All right, gang, the next thing we need to know is how do we grip the club? So what I want you guys to do is see if you've found your baseball bat, a broom, a wiffle ball bat, something that's kind of long, like a stick, like my putter here. If you've got a golf club, that's awesome. The only thing you can't do is swing it inside your house, right? Don't break anything, okay? So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna learn how to grip it the right way. Now, I'm right-handed, so everybody know which hand they use? All right, whatever hand you use to write with is typically the one that you're gonna play and hold the golf club with. So, first thing I'm going to show you is just a simple baseball grip. And a lot of you guys know how to swing a baseball or a softball bat. So, my left hand is going to go on the top of the grip here, okay? And then my right hand's going to go here. My thumbs go down the grip in the front. Easy peasy, right? Baseball grip, okay? Now, The one grip that we want to use, usually a lot of people use when they're just starting out, is what's called an interlocking grip. So my left hand is still on the club, all right? My index finger, my pointer guy, is going to point out like this, okay? My right hand is going to go on, but watch this. So my hand's like this, okay? My pinky finger, this guy right here, this little one, is going to go in between. See how my index finger is going in between my pinky and my ring finger like this. And then I'm just going to close my hand onto the club. See, I got my pinky finger laying over there. My hands are what's called interlocked, all right? My thumbs are going down the grip. I'm ready to rock and roll. This is called an interlocking grip. Got it? Awesome. Okay guys, so now we're ready to start making a motion as moving the ball like we would with our putter. So I want you guys to see, here's my little sock ball that I made, like I told you guys to make, okay? There's my laundry basket right here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna imitate the motion of putting, but I'm just gonna use the ball to try to get it in here first, all right? So what I'm gonna do, I'm actually gonna get on my knee right here on the ground, both knees, and I'm gonna aim for that basket right there, but I'm gonna kind of keep my head down like this. Now, I'm gonna turn and look at the basket so I know which way I'm gonna go, but I'm just gonna kind of take my arm back. Oh, I missed! Oh no! Get your ball, guys! Hopefully you guys made it in there. All right, let's try this again. Take your sock ball, okay, back. Almost, all right? So keep that motion going like I'm doing with my shoulders here, and just try to get the ball back and forth. Did it that time. So you guys try it. Let's work on this together a couple times, okay? Take your sock ball. Now again, I'm right-handed, so I'm doing this with my right hand. If you're left-handed, you're gonna do it with your left hand, and you're gonna have to change your basket direction. So I'm gonna take it, put my arm down here, take it back, throw it in. All right, that's step one of many, guys. So now we're gonna get whatever you found to use as your putter, all right? I have a putter, as you guys know, because I have my whole bag of clubs, but I also found, does anybody know what this is? It's a field hockey stick. I don't know why I have it, but I have it. So I thought maybe I would show you guys how I do this with something other than a real putter. So if you guys have your wiffle ball bats or a broom or something else that you found to use, time to get those out now. And then we've got our sock ball again. Now you guys are inside, I think, and it should be a lot easier for this sock ball to kind of roll across the ground. I'm gonna have to hit mine a little harder to make sure that it goes in the basket. But remember what we're going to try to do here. Now, when we get into our posture to putt, what you want to make sure is that when you putt, that your ball is kind of in the middle of your feet here, okay? So how wide should I make my feet? My feet are going to be as wide as my shoulders, all right? So if you imagine trying to make a rectangle, everybody knows what a rectangle is, right? So if I were to go from this toe to this shoulder, to this shoulder, to this toe, and then back, I would make a great big rectangle, right? So I want to make sure my feet are as wide as my shoulders. That's how far apart I want to stand. Now, remember the grip that we talked about? Remember, we could do a baseball grip, or we could do what we tried, our interlocking grip. So whatever grip you like the best, that's the handle that's the way I want you to hold the club. So now, once I get myself set, I'm gonna bend my knees a little bit, but remember, when you putt, you're gonna keep your head down the whole time. Don't move your head at all, because then it might change the direction of which way the ball goes. So when I'm ready, I'm gonna put a little bend in my knees, make sure that my feet are set, make sure that I've got my hands on the club the way that I want them, and then I'm gonna take it back and through. Now, my sock ball didn't go into the basket because it's not gonna roll through the grass that well. But the one thing I wanna mention to you guys is this. When you are putting, you're not gonna take that putter super far back and let it go up into the air, okay? What you wanna do is kind of keep it low to the ground. Don't let it go past your back foot, too far past your back foot, all right? And when you come through, you can go past your front foot, but again, don't go so far that you start to raise the club up too high in the air. So let's try it again. I'm gonna try to get my sock ball in, but I'm gonna have to hit it a little harder. You guys try it again too. Grab your ball, grab your club, get your basket ready, heads down, feet apart, little bend in the knee. Oh no, I flubbed it. Wow, it's hard with the sock ball, but I'm gonna try it one more time. Almost. All right, so I want you guys to keep practicing that. Next thing we're gonna do is I'm gonna show you how to hit it with a real putter and a real ball and see what it does, okay? Great. Bingo! Hey everybody, the next thing we're gonna talk about is a full swing. So, I think everybody, or most people, are familiar with baseball or softball. So imagine when you're holding your baseball bat or your softball bat, how you're holding it. So again, take your baseball bat that you're using as your putter, or whatever you've been using to putt in your living room with, or bedroom, or hallway, wherever you are, and I want you to flip it or hold it and get into your stance that you're gonna swing your baseball or softball bat, okay? So what do we notice? We notice that our weight is kind of on the back foot a little bit, but what do we do when we swing? We move from back to front, right? And we also shift our weight. So our weight goes from the back foot to the front foot. That's kind of the same thing that we do with a golf swing. The only difference is we're not stepping with our front foot. So when we take a big swing with a regular club, an iron, like I have here, my 6-iron, when I swing the club, I'm gonna move my weight back and swing it forward. But what I don't do is I don't start with my weight on my back foot. So everything has to be balanced. You wanna start with your weight balanced on your 2 feet and feel like the weight is kind of right here in the middle of your foot. Don't get on your toes and don't stand on your heels. So when you get ready to swing, you're gonna feel balanced so that nobody can push me over. Not my big brother, not my big sister, not my little sister, or not my little brother, okay? So again, get your hands on the club the way you're comfortable gripping it, either your baseball grip or your golf grip that we talked about. We're gonna put the club down, and if you want to, put your little sock ball there and let's see how this goes, okay? But again, if you're using something heavy or something strong or something that might break something in your house, don't swing in the house like this. Just imagine, just make the movements with your arms like we did when we did our elephant arms. So I'm gonna get myself set, I'm gonna keep myself down, and again, imagine those elephant arms are just swinging back and forth, and that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna take the club back, and we're gonna swing it through. And see what happens when I'm done? My back foot comes up, and I'm on my toe, because there isn't anything left coming through here. So, let's try this together, but I'm gonna use my pool noodle. So, I'm gonna take my noodle, and I'm just gonna swing, okay? Using my elephant arms, going back and forth. And then I'm gonna get a little bigger, and a little bigger, and a little bigger, and I'm done, okay? So let's try that again. We're gonna go back and forth, make it bigger, make it bigger, make it bigger, and then go up and swing through and finish. Great job, everybody. Now you're playing golf. Okay, guys, so I just want to show you the difference in the lengths of the clubs that you have in your bag. So remember this guy, the big guy, the driver. See how long that is? It's really tall. Almost as tall as me, right? Now, here's the 6-iron that I was showing you guys earlier, and you can see the difference in that. And then this is a 9-iron, and you can see how much shorter that is. And then here's our putter, the one that we've been working on too. All right, now I'm going to show you one of my favorite things to do, and that's with this club here, one of your short irons. This is the 9-iron. So what this does is it lets the ball go up high in the air, and I'm going to show you a shot, and I'm going to hit my ball over there and over my golf bag. All right, golfers, now I just want to review everything that we learned today. I had a great time working with you today, and I hope you had a good time too. First things first, if you're gonna play inside, make sure you're not gonna use anything that's gonna break anything. I don't wanna get in trouble, and I know you don't wanna get in trouble. So if you have your wiffle ball bat or your pool noodle, something that's gonna be nice and easy and something that will pretend to mimic a putter like what you use outside. The other thing is make sure you've got your ball. If you've got a tennis ball inside or our sock ball like we made and a laundry basket. You can start with your sock ball being a little bit bigger and your laundry basket being bigger, but as you get better and better, which I know you will, make the ball a little bit smaller and then make your targets smaller. Go find some plastic cups or some other cups that you can put around the house and make your own miniature golf course. How awesome would that be? You can practice from room to room and work on your game, and by the time summer rolls around, you are going to be amazing. Now, if you're going to work on a big golf swing like we talked about, work on it inside the house without any kind of a club in your hand, not even your noodle if you have one. And let's just work on those elephant arms and trunks swinging back and forth, and let your body follow you as you take your arms back and then bring them forward. Once you get that motion down, put those hands together and move your arms back and forth. And again, let that weight follow you all the way to the end. But when you get really good at that, the next thing I want you to do is do it and keep your head down the whole time. The longer you keep your head down, the further the ball is going to go when you get a chance to hit it. When you go outside, you can use your noodle and work on your swing and go back and forth. And then if you're lucky enough that you have something like a golf club or a baseball bat, put that in your hands. Make sure there isn't anybody else around and you have plenty of room to swing. See, I don't have anybody around me, so I get a chance to take the club back and swing it through and finish. I hope you guys are going to be awesome at this, and I hope you guys really enjoy the sport. It's a wonderful thing to be able to do, and it's a fun thing for your whole family to try outside. I hope you guys are staying safe, and if you have any questions, I hope I've answered them. Have a great day, everybody. Stay safe and enjoy, and go play some golf.